Tri-State Sports Gazette. Justin Thomas reporting on the Reds. We knew something was going to happen with the trade deadline coming up, and it was done. Johnny Cueto is no longer a Cincinnati Red. The Reds traded him to one of the front runners to get Cueto, the Kansas City Royals. Reds are going to have to probably trade Cueto because we knew Cueto wasn't probably going to be a Red anymore after the season. Reds weren't going to have enough money to pay him, so Cincinnati is going to try and get something out of the quality pitcher, and they were able to get the Royals to meet in agreements for a trade. So the Royals, defending American League champions, lost in Game 7 to the Giants last year. Get themselves a quality pitcher in Johnny Cueto. Right now, Royals on top of the AL so far this season. Also lead the Central. So get themselves a very good veteran pitcher in Johnny Cueto. One of the better Reds pitchers throughout the last several years, as he had a couple 20-win seasons. So Cueto now a Royal. Here's who the Reds got returned from Kansas City. They got 3 pitchers. They got Brandon Finnegan, John Lamb, and Cody Reed. Let's first talk about Lamb and Reed, both coming out in the minors. And as we know, the Royals have one of the top minor league systems in all of baseball. So you're going to get some quality pitchers coming out of the minor league system if they're coming from Kansas City. And so Lamb and Reed should be future good pitchers for the Reds. This is the guy I really like the trade, though, for, is Brandon Finnegan. I mean, this is a young guy. Last year pitched in the College World Series with, I believe, TCU, and then he pitched in the playoffs for the Royals. Came in actually in the extra innings when the Royals were playing the Athletics, and had some quality innings there. And then the Royals obviously went all the way to the World Series. So Finnegan, kind of a role player coming out of the bullpen. This is the type of guy that I think I see the Reds using as a starter pretty soon here. I think that the talk was that they were going to have him in the minor league system for a little bit, have him get some starts down there, and then hopefully build him up into a starting rotation pitcher. But this is a kid that I have a lot of faith in to be a starting rotation. A very, very good pitcher, a young guy, throws well. This is a very good trade, in my opinion, for both teams. I think they got what they really needed. The Royals looking for a quality veteran pitcher to try and kind of headway their rotation. Obviously, last year they had big game James Shields, helped immensely in getting them to the World Series. Royals now got Johnny Cueto, which should be a great addition for them in their possible postseason run as they're looking to try and defend as AL champs and get back to the World Series, possibly win it this year. The Reds, we knew they're going to be rebooting, building for the future, and Brandon Finnegan headways that 3 quality pitchers, but Finnegan I'm really excited about. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he gets some starts later on this season, just kind of depends, but I think this is a guy that for the future would really be, he's going to be a starting rotation guy, and I think that this is a great trade for the Reds as Brandon Finnegan kind of headways that, but 3 quality pitchers. I'm excited about it for the Reds. Now here's the move that I kind of didn't see coming, in all honesty. Mike Leake also gone from Cincinnati. Leake was traded to the San Francisco Giants, who won the World Series over the Royals last year. Leake goes over there, and in return the Reds are getting an infielder in Adam Duvall and a right-handed pitcher in Curie Mella. They get both of those guys for Leake. So Mike Leake heading over to the Bay Area, become a San Francisco Giant. Reds getting an infielder and a right-hander in Curie Mella. And I think this is another pretty good move. I'd like Leake to have stayed. In all honesty, Leake he's been one of the better pitchers so far this season for the Reds. He posted a 9-5 record so far this season. He had that great game. I can't get over how great of a game he pitched against the Cardinals last week in that win in St. Louis. So a very quality pitcher in Mike Leake, one of the young guys that the Reds had invested in. Actually now is gone, but they got Mella, who seems to be a very good pitcher coming out of the minor league system for San Francisco. That guy, he might be another quality pitcher, kind of like Finnegan, that the Reds can put into the rotation here fairly soon, hopefully next year. And then Adam Duvall, you can never have too many infielders that are quality players, and Adam Duvall seems to be that. So a pretty good trade here for the Reds as well. I think both teams in this one really do benefit. So I like the idea that Finnegan and Mella, along with Homer Bailey coming back next year after the Tommy John surgery, can hopefully really help that rotation for the Reds here in the reboot as they're trying to look for the future and building on that.